Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to my Akim and Akwat out there who are diligently waiting to be delivered from the spinal captivity. And today's topic is going to be a bit, about this. Who are you going to call? So who can you call? Or I'm going to entitle mine, who are you going to call? So let's look at this video right quick.
The 12 missiles launched have been intercepted. The 8 remaining missiles will strike the following locations in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Los Angeles, San Diego, Chicago, Houston, Phoenix, New York City, Seattle. Within a 300-mile radius, everyone should seek out a fallout shelter as soon as possible. Nuclear fallout is a byproduct of nuclear attacks.
Nigga, let's go.
And related exposure to it will
Let's go.
area has been
A
designated
shelter,
as a
nigga.
fallout shelter. Get there right away. Otherwise, seek refuge on the lowest floor of a sturdy building's interior. Make sure you have enough food, drink, and a battery-operated radio.
Nigga, let's go find some. Nigga, for real, this ain't no joke, cuz.
Nigga, we ain't got no fucking money.
Nigga, seek out. These niggas that look up for the nearest one.
To a station that is serving your area for more.
Let me call. Hey, let me see your phone.
Visit and full destination
Oh,
radio
man,
and
turn it-
Okay, so this is actually pretty funny. It's because it was a prank. It wasn't real, obviously, because of the thing. He was saying that let's go this and that, let's go do whatever. They're telling us what to do. This is what we have to do and whatnot. And there was, I guess, some kids that was crying or whatever because they were actually scared. They actually thought it was real. And then I guess the one who orchestrated the prank was laughing because he was watching them panic. Slocky is funny, pretty funny. He was watching them panic, at their freaking distress and the nukes that was quote unquote about to drop on them. But you see, the funny thing is, or the reason why I'm laughing is because in the event of this happening for real, which oh cripes, when this does happen for real, like what is Jake gonna do? What is Jake going to do? Okay, this is a real thing. Like when it's a real scenario, because when what's it called, China, Russia, whatever, when they threaten to actually launch nukes, and when they actually do it, you guys are Israel. We're not gonna be able to do anything. Like, we don't have money. And another thing is, he said that, we don't have any money. Like, we don't have money. Like, if this were to happen, we are just plain and simple fucked. Okay, we're over. It's done for. But and that's under normal circumstances. But in the circumstances of if we're in this truth, the Most High got us. We're going to be taken care of. Okay, and while this was an inspiration to do this video, I initially wasn't going to do this video until I also heard another thing that I noticed from two different sources, two different non-Israelite sources. There were people that were saying, number one, the Jehovah's Witness group, religion, whatever, they claim, or they teach, that the government is evil. The governments of the world are evil, as well as I noticed that there were some other people, some random people like Christians or whatever, that also acknowledge that the governments are evil and that they don't do anything. They just leave people to just get fucked up and whatnot. So that led me to coming to the realization that the fact, even though a lot of people acknowledge that the government is evil, the government's trying to screw people over, they don't fully acknowledge and they don't fully see the gravity of that. Okay, they just see it at face value, and then they dismiss they dismiss it the rest of the way, because down the line we have the RFID, all right, which is government going to be government issued and as well as government standard. They're gonna basically force us, just like they were forcing the Quab. They were forcing the Quab. They were trying to force the Quab, but it didn't get it didn't get to as serious proportions. It was pretty serious, but it wasn't. Everyone has to, and if you don't, you're getting locked up. But that was a rehearsal into what is actually coming down the line. So people start to see this type of stuff, and they're only starting to realize the wickedness that's in the authority. Okay, but firstly, let's get into this. Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So, number one, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, meaning that the wicked, running the world. And as I was surprised as I mentioned before, and I was surprised to see and hear, from those other people, that they actually do acknowledge that the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, and by extension, these governments are actually evil. Okay, so I was very surprised to hear that, and that was I guess the main thing was from like religious groups. Okay, so with that, obviously, I guess they are right in that, yes, but obviously they don't have the full comprehension, full understanding of that. So moving on. Proverbs 29 and verse 2, a precept to Job 9:24. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So another thing to make note of is the fact that a lot of people are suffering under the world governments. Okay, the government isn't trying to fix everyone's problems, and that are actually running rampant. Okay, a lot of people are suffering under these authorities. All right, and when the government has the power, the government has the power to fix things, and they are basically responsible for fixing said things, but they choose not to because they just want to fill their own pockets. All right, like that's like one of the most common understandings that people know the government for. Like, they don't care about the people, and they will leave them to die. And another thing that they say is, and which I will admit I have been saying this in a lot in recent videos, is overpopulation, where in actuality the world's not really overpopulated. There's so much land that different people can own a set amount of land, but it's because the poor people are all cramped up into freaking like hundreds of fucking hundreds of apartments all cramped up in one building, while you have these rich people that are living on these freaking 50 acres or whatever, mansions. They have a whole mansion to themselves, and then more land and whatnot, and then you have these other people that are cramped in one area, and then they're gonna say, oh, that's all a part of overpopulation, when it's just these rich people are greedy as shit and they want everything to themselves. All right, that's not overpopulation. All right, now getting back into the the whole bomb nukes thing. So with that, a lot of people, Jakes especially, that are not in this truth, they will read this first. Isaiah 31 from the top. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Most High. So what they do is they seek help from the same people that they know are wicked, that they acknowledge are wicked. They call the cops. They follow after whatever thing they say. If the government says, to jump off a cliff you'll be safe, and then it's a freaking 15-mile drop to your death, okay? These people will follow and do it, okay? And that's the thing. You have the majority of people you have the masses, you have the masses that believe in Babylon, and that Babylon's going to protect them when stuff goes south, when that couldn't be far from the truth, okay? Babylon does not care about us, about the people. They want, a lot of times they're the ones that orchestrate the problems in the first place, okay? So you can't be trusting in them, all right? You have to trust in the Most High, okay? Now let me get this. Romans 10 and 13, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Most High shall be saved. All you have to do is call a name, YAHAWASHI, all right, and He will save you, all right? You shouldn't go over, oh hey government official, help me, blah blah blah, whatever. Like, no, that's off. All right. Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 2. Well, yeah, Jeremiah 10 verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Okay, this is they are learning to follow after the heathen customs, and the heathen custom that they made it a norm is to go call the police when you're in trouble, or go and follow the government instructions when you're in trouble. Like they said to go find shelter. That's what the guy was saying in the video, okay? And continue on, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So when shit hits the fan, okay, when those missiles actually say, oh, it's about to happen, then they are going to be afraid, because they are in a Babylonian mindset. But if you're in a spiritual mindset, if you came back to the Most High, YAHAWAH, then you're going to know, okay, well, yeah, this is going to happen. We were expecting this. We were waiting for this. We want this to happen. All right. And then, the Lord's going to take care of you in that time. All right. And finally, Judges chapter 10, verse 14, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. So again, now God's is, it's a wide array. It could be, different religions of gods, like, oh, God called on your Allah or whatever. I shouldn't have said that, Slakia. Go call on your Islamic God, go call on your Judaism, Christian, go call on Jesus and whatnot. Or it could be, who you seek as, who you think of, or who you perceive as your protector, okay? Or your hedge of protection, all right? And your hedge of protection could be the government, okay? You could say, oh, the government's going to look out for us. Everything's going to be all right and whatnot. That's where you go off, all right? And that's where you also, it says go cry to your gods and they have them deliver you. But in actuality, what's really going to happen is when you go to cry on to whoever to save you, that's just the Most High saying that, okay, well, you're dead. Go cry unto them as if they can save you. They can't save you. That's really the actuality of it. All right. And with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakwadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And with that, I want to say Shalom.